allow Baba Mohbad is the greatest mourner. They love Ejomo. But I'm fighting for justice. And fight for family, you know. Iyabo don't fight for justice. Then flash it back, Iyabo. Show what people more no theater. That's a poco. Baba can follow you by. Ni John alone. O so pe ko kunle fun ko ki ohun. Ipo so anyhow. Video yen lo viral. Kemiti nìkan ló jáde fún bobo yen. Iyabo look away ni now. Toto dike. Only the SpongeBob. O ma look away ni. Ma ja fomo yen. Gbogbo bully náà ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú theater. Ma ja. Te ba ti rí nǹkan tó ń trend. Te fẹ́ kó máa elin. Deni ke má dá sí. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ dá sí genuinely. Ẹ dá sí ke ṣe sọ́tùn ke ṣe sósì. Am I communicating? Ìyẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ bá mi pè Davido. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, máa pin ní account yẹn tá bá ti ṣe tán. Davido, I love you so much. I love you so much, Davido. But having said I love you, you are misbehaving. Davido, you are misbehaving. Must you respond to every trolls on social media, Davido? Iku àǹtí mi máa dùn mí o. Iku mommy Mohbad, iku mommy David máa dùn mí o. Shetiri. Iya Mohbad no ma. O ma feel Mohbad. O ma feel Mohbad. Iya you know, o ma mourn because egbo ìyá ló fẹ́ ra visa fún o fẹ́ ra gbogbo nǹkan fún. Ẹ fa wọn dede ni sílẹ̀. Ẹ má dá sọ́wọ́ wọn. Ẹ fi wọn sílẹ̀. Gbogbo wa la mourn la jà fún wọn. Ẹ kó ṣì dànù. O ma ṣe tán sí àní gbọ́ nǹkan kan mọ́.
A new twist, a U-turn. But we are watchful. We know the right, we know the wrong. No one is going to come here and begin to manipulate us. No, not at all. Because there is a new package that Mohbad's mom wants to drop. Having realized that the voice of the masses, the voice of the people is louder than that, manipulation. She's now acting like, maybe Wunmi betrayed our trust. That DNA is a must. So all of a sudden, Mohbad's father is vindicated. Those seeking for justice, all of a sudden, we are vindicated. So Mohbad's mom did not know about this before. Is she deaf and dumb? Some say she is illiterate, she's not educated, but she knows how to keep 80 million naira sitting down in a bank account. Come on, do not let us fool ourselves. You're going to listen to some very powerful, shocking, explosive one. You know how we do it on this channel. Analysis and translation for our international audience. This is deep. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. They wanted to shut Mohbad's father's mouth. Thank God that that man, in pain, he was still able to express himself. And we did justice to Mohbad's father's case here on this platform. This time around, Mohbad's mom, she wants to find a way to meander. She wants to wriggle into the hearts of the people. She wants to now join Mohbad's father somehow, like, hey, so Wunmi is a betrayer, DNA is a must. Like, seriously? In this very video, you'll be hearing some things. You'll be hearing about Tontoles DK. You'll be hearing about that blog that has lost glory. I'm talking about Gistlover. You'll also be hearing about Shekpeteri. For those Shekpeterians, well, you can drop your comment too. For those saying that Mohbad's father was only interested in the property of his son, to inherit his son, maybe you can find your own children and give to him to inherit, because I do not understand. And majority of this is coming from Iyabojo. She's the one called Secretary, and Tontoles DK. Before we proceed, like and share this video. It's very important. Like and share it. Tap on the thanks button to encourage this channel to do more. If you are just coming across this channel, tap on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell.
Whenever this man talk, you will mock him, you will bully him, you will attack him. àdàbí tó bá jẹ́ pé gbogbo yín lè bá tọ́ Mohbad àdàbí tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹ dúró tí ìgbà tí Mohbad sunkún. Am I communicating? That is not the catch. Let me now explain what is happening to you all. Bàbá yìí lọ fún coronavirus. Ibi tó ti ń kọ́ sẹ́yìn rojọ́. Ìgbà tí bàbá yìí sọ̀rọ̀ ńbẹ̀. Yeah? Ìgbà tí Ìyábọ̀ Òjó máa bọ́ síta. Ìyábọ̀ sọ fún wa nǹkan tí Wunmi sọ. Ìyábọ̀ sọ fún wa nǹkan tí ìyá Mohbad sọ. Nǹkan tí bàbá yìí nìkan sọ ló tẹnumọ́. Ó ní bàbá yìí ń bínú ìtorí pé Mohbad ó ra ilẹ̀ lórúkọ Liam. Ẹ bá mi dìímú sọ́wọ́ tún. Ìyábọ̀ ṣé kò tó bínú? Ìyábọ̀ ṣé kò tó bínú? Abiyamọ ni gbogbo wa. This man has been grieving láti ìjọ́ tí Mohbad ti ń fẹjọ́ Wunmi sùn bàbá yìí. Àwa wí tán wọ́n sọ pé bàbá yìí ń parọ́. Ọlọ́run á fi ìyà jẹ yín just to manipulate people, just to make people hate this man. Ṣé fẹ́ gbọ́? Tẹ́ bá hate bàbá yìí, Ọlọ́run ò hate ẹ̀. Àwa kan ta dẹ̀ mọ́tọ́ à hate ẹ̀. Am I communicating? Bàbá yìí sọ pé òun hate Wunmi. Ó tó kó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tí bàbá yìí ti ń gbé sínú ni. Ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tọ́mọ ẹ ti sọ fún ni. Ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń gbogbo ti fojú ẹ̀ rí ni. Ọmọ tí wàá kú. Ẹ wá sọ pé ó bí Liam kan. Tell me your fuckeries until DNA is done. Tó bá ṣe DNA lẹ́ni, tó ní Mohbad ló lọ́mọ. I swear to God, I will fight for Wunmi brutally. Until then, zip your mouth and stop putting sentiments. Ẹ sọ pé tí tọ́mọ Mohbad bá lọ. Tó bá ipe ṣe Liam tó fẹ́ tó bá tẹ̀ ń ṣọmọ Mohbad. Ẹ sọ pé ṣó fẹ́ jẹ́ kí Mohbad wáyé asán ni. Bàbá Mohbad tó kó eyín ọkọ ẹ̀ńkọ́ ṣe fẹ́ jẹ́ kó wá eyín asán ni. Kí ló dé tí Ìyábọ̀ àti Tonton Dike wà sentimental? Wọ́n lọ kí ìyá Mohbad, wọ́n máa lọ kí bàbá Mohbad. What is happening on the ground? Come out, come and explain to us. They are both parents. They are both Mohbad's parents. They are both money. They went to Mohbad's father. They went to Mohbad's mother. They did everything with Mohbad and Wunmi, but they are abandoning this lady. Ìyábọ̀, if you really want to fight for justice, you have to be neutral. Back pẹ̀sí bìkan ju bìkan lọ. Mo gbọ́ statement ẹ̀kan náà tó sọ pé Wunmi ò wẹ̀ fọjọ́ méje. Ṣé bọ́ sọ fún ẹni ṣó wà ń bẹ̀ ni? Ó bá wọn gbé náà. Ìyábọ̀ wá sọ pé inú bí bàbá Mohbad ìtorí Mohbad ra ilẹ̀ lórúkọ Liam. Ṣé kí n ṣọ́ọ̀kì yín? Ṣé wọ́n ti pé bàbá yìí? Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ gbé sẹ́yìn pé bàbá yìí they are from nothing. Wọ́n ní nǹkan kan. Mohbad ní nǹkan tó gbójúlé láyé wọn pé ó máa là wọ́n kúrò nínú poverty. Ẹ bá mi dìyẹn mú. Because mo rí àwọn èèyàn tó ń sọ pé bàbá Mohbad ń jà fógun tó bá jẹ́ yìí ní kọ́ ọmọ tẹ́ jìṣẹ́ jìyà lórí ẹ̀ tẹ́jẹ̀ mọ́ pé ìyàwó yóò lóyà sí Mohbad tẹ́jẹ̀ rí pé òun ni gbogbo èèyàn ń pariwo pé Liam ni ó fẹ́ gbogbo ó kọ́ lọ kógun fún o ṣé ẹ̀ ní jà bàbá yóò lówó for crying out loud ọmọ ò tọ́jú ẹ̀ ń gbà yí ẹ̀ owó tó jẹ́ kí Mohbad fi tọ́jú bàbá ẹ̀ Wunmi àtàwọn parents ẹ̀ ló fi tọ́jú.
Of course, DNA is
required. Are you for real?
DNA is
ẹ sọ pé bàbá yẹn ń jà fógun ṣógun yálà yà yín ni kó jà fún. Yes, the man is poor. Wọ́n lówó nu ìran wọn. Mohbad dẹ̀ ní oríṣiríṣi estate tó máa claim later. Ṣé Wunmi ni kọ́kọ́ fún? Mo béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín ni. Ṣé Wunmi ni kọ́kọ́ fún? Because bàbá yìí ó ń sọ gbogbo nǹkan tó wà nínú ẹ̀. Ẹ fọwọ́ parẹ́. Ẹ fẹ́ gbóhùn ẹ̀. Just because Wunmi ti sá lọ sábẹ́ Gistlover. Ọkọ ẹ̀ kú. Gistlover lẹ sáré lọ bá. Lẹ fún ní pictures. Lẹ fún ní everything. Wunmi, if you don't have a skeleton in your cupboard, your husband died. You put up 8 updates. Unfortunately, you knew what by your husband, you knew what happened to your husband, but you put it out there. Àfìgbà tó pa ọkọ òun, wọ́n ti pa ọkọ òun. Wunmi, tó bá lọ́wọ́ nukú Mohbad Wunmi, wà ló béèrè tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Kó lọ bá ètò ju Gistlover lọ. wà ní òbèrè tó bẹ́ẹ̀ wà ní òbèrè tó bẹ́ẹ̀ oh update nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọ́n jọ yẹn o am I communicating oh update nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọ́n jọ yẹn o o bọ́ síta o ní they've killed him meanwhile you were in the car when this guy died you were in the house Ọlọ́run á fìyà jẹ gbogbo yín ẹ má bá mi dìímú o ẹ má gbọ́ bàbá yìí ẹ má gbọ́ o ìgbà tí Mohbad kú mi fẹ́ máa play video ní kí n má bọ̀ yín wọ́n sọ pé ìgbà tí bàbá yìí kú ṣé ń gbọ́ mi wọ́n sọ pé ìgbà tí bàbá yìí kú even if the man is interested in the property ọmọ ẹ ti kú àgbójúlé ẹ ti kú ṣé Wunmi ní kó gba property ni is interested in the property fair enough ṣé property yín ni ṣé Wunmi ní kọ́kọ́ fún ni tó bá yẹ pé ọmọ tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kò ṣọmọ Mohbad ńkọ́ property ẹ̀ ni ọmọ ẹ̀ ni ibo ni Wunmi àti ìyá ẹ̀ wà nígbà tí bàbá yìí ń jìyà tó lọ gba owó gbọ́múlé láńtà tó fi rán Mohbad níwèé tí bàbá yìí ò bá tọ́ Mohbad tó ya wèrè ṣọ́nà fẹ́ Mohbad.
Now the food is ready. They want to eat
Am
everything.
I communicating? He owns his son. Everything about his son belongs to him. If they were rich, that is another thing. But they are poor. Ikoto gbojule ni, agbojule won ni. Ẹ tún fẹ́ gbà lọ. Kò possible. Ọlọ́run á fìyà jẹ gbogbo yín, á disgrace gbogbo yín. Ẹ kọjú ìjà sí ra yín. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa sọ̀rọ̀ mi lọ. Now, ìgbà tí Mohbad kú, ṣé gbogbo yín wo story nurse yẹn? Nurse yẹn sọ pé wọ́n lọ pé nurse sọ pé òun ò sí ilé wọ́n lọ pé another nurse ṣé ń gbọ́ mi gbogbo yẹn bá mi máa di ọ̀rọ̀ yín mo kò sẹ́ni tó sọ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn o bàbá Mohbad lè ń attack tó bá ti sọ nǹkan tó apply mọ́ tó applicable sí Wunmi gbogbo yín máa protect ẹ̀ why are you protecting him tábà máa sọ wá ní women supporting women supporting my fault. Now wọ́n ní Mohbad kú ẹ̀yin onílàkàyè mo bá sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ní Mohbad kú lọ́jọ́ Sunday wọ́n ò pè bàbá yẹn until 7 p.m. lálẹ́ ẹ lọ wo fídíò yẹn ìgbà tó tún wá pè bàbá yẹn wọ́n tún ní kí bàbá padà sílé pé wọ́n ti settle ẹ̀ ṣé ń gbọ́ mi bàbá ní ọkàn òun ó kàn sọ fóun pé kóun lọ síbẹ̀ bàbá nígbà tó òun débẹ̀ bàbá ní over 100 people náà ti wà ń bẹ̀ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ pé àwọn tí ọmọ kú fún ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ tí ọmọ kú fún over 100 people ló ti wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn
Wunmi, you must confess.
representative Davido ti wà ń bẹ̀ Sọlántà gbogbo wọn ti wà ń bẹ̀ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ pa wọn bàbá ẹ tún pè wọn ẹni kọ́ padà sílé ẹ má bá mi dì í mú o ẹ má. Am I communicating? Wunmi ló ṣílẹ̀kùn fún ọ̀tá ìta tó fi wọlé sí Mohbad lára ṣé ń gbọ́ mi ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa sọ̀rọ̀ mi lọ ẹ wá dúró di Tuesday nọ́ọ̀sì sọ pé kán send òun ní picture nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n rọra send ọwọ́ kékeré. Am I communicating? Bàbá Mohbad sọ pé gbà tóun débẹ̀ ńjọ́ yẹn ó nígbà tóun máa lọ síbi tóun àtọmọ òun sùn sí tóun àtọmọ òun máa ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ olóhùn bá ẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ìgbà tẹ́ send picture sí ìgbà tẹ́ send picture sí nurse ọwọ́ kékeré lẹ send sí nurse ẹ máa send ẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹ má blame nurse gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ ń blame nurse báwọn many people ṣe ń gba abẹ́rẹ́ Nàìjíríà nìyẹn wọ́n set nurse yẹn up ni o nǹkan tó ń ṣe ọmọ yẹn ju nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ ẹjọ́ nítorí ọlọ́ ẹ má bú nọ́ọ̀sì tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n send ibi tí Mohbad ti wà náà gbàrá ẹ̀jẹ̀ sí nọ́ọ̀sì ni nọ́ọ̀sì ò mà ní ó máa ti sọ fún wọn láti Sunday pé ẹ gbé lọ hospital Wunmi wá dúró Sunday Monday Tuesday ọkọ ẹ̀ tó bímọ fún ọkọ ẹ̀ tó love genuinely tó fẹ́ yẹ kó kú I would rather die to save the life of my husband if you truly love that guy ó mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń pè ní love ni. If you genuinely love that guy, you will rather stand. We need to go to hospital. Mohbad ò fẹ́ lọ hospital. Spare me your
Transformer.
And Transformer. Ẹ sọ pé kò fẹ́ lọ hospital. Bó jẹ́ gbígbé, bó jẹ́ wíwọ́, àmọ́ débẹ̀. 100 people wá jókòó
stick to such a woman?
Mohbad kú sínú ilé. Ẹ sọ pé kò fẹ́ lọ hospital. Ẹ dúró de nurse látijọ́ Sunday títí di Tuesday. Wunmi, Ọlọ́run á bí ẹ. Òkú ọ̀run á bí ẹ. Wunmi, òkú ọ̀run á bí ẹ. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa sọ̀rọ̀ Ìyábọ̀ ṣó rántí ìgbà tí o gba sales girl Ìyábọ̀ ṣó rántí ìgbà tó gba sales girl tí girl yẹn serve gan tó yẹ pé sales girl yẹn tó sọ pé lọ́ngọjọ́ fún Tósìn mi mọ orúkọ Tósìn yẹn mọ́ ṣe rántí Ìyábọ̀ ṣó rántí ok bó ṣe wá take care sales girls yẹn tó ó wá fẹ́ máa lọ mi mọ̀ nǹkan tó fàjà yín ìjà ṣàṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n sọ pé ó jí owó am I communicating Ìyábọ̀ bí wọ́n ṣe rí sí gbà yẹn bójú o búlì ọmọ yẹn because ọmọ yẹn náà rojọ́ ń gbà yẹn pé ó ṣe nǹkan kan mi ìrántí mọ́ kí ọmọ yẹn náà kó wá bọ́ta lọ́la kó sọ pé Ìyábọ̀ búlì mi o Ìyábọ̀ ṣe nǹkan kan Ìyábọ̀ between myself and you ìgbà tọ́mọ yẹn fẹ́ lọ kò lè dùn mọ́ ẹnu kó lọ because ó invest sínú ọmọ yìí ó ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ sínú ọmọ yìí but ọmọ yẹn sọ pé òun fẹ́ lọ kò síbi tọ́mọ yẹn lè dé lọ́la wàá máa sọ fún àyàn pé ẹ má gbà o lè ní o lè sọ pé ò bàjẹ́ náà am I communicating ẹ wá attack Mohbad sorry ẹ wá attack Naira Marley ló pa o Naira Marley ló pa o ẹ má gbórin o ẹ má gbórin o ẹ má gbórin o kí ló dé ẹ ti pa Naira Marley sára ẹ ti pa sára ẹ sọ pé yẹn tí ò bá tiẹ̀ ṣe ó ń búlì ẹ bọ́ síta Ìyábọ̀ jẹ́ kí ọkọ ẹ bọ́ síta kó sọ fún mi pé nǹkan tí Naira Marley ṣe fún Mohbad ọkọ ẹ náà ti ṣe fún yàn rí èyàn ò fẹ́ lọ lọ́wọ́ bí ọkọ ẹ kọ́kọ́ ẹ sọ pé kó má lọ àbí kán pera wọn pé má fún níṣẹ́ o ọ̀dọ̀ mi ló ti kúrò ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ is a normal way of life within the music and the acting industry so don't use Naira Marley's situation as a scapegoat ẹ bá mi tún dìyẹn mú now Ìyábọ̀ wá bọ́ta
seek for the true justice.
gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣe ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ Ìyábọ̀ kò dìgbà tó bá sọ pé yàn kan ló pa yàn kan àwọn nǹkan tó ṣe yẹn ó ti sọ that is another thing now baba Mohbad wá jáde ẹ wá ń ṣe is granting interview ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé tí baba Mohbad ò bá grant interview ó lè pa ẹ mọ̀ pé baba Mohbad kò sunkún síta ó sunkún sínú ni òun ni náà ọmọ jò ṣé Wunmi tó jẹ́ pé jọ́tọ̀kọ̀ ẹ̀ kú Wunmi ti put 8 posts nobody can replace you Wunmi was thinking about replacement níjọ́ tí Mohbad kú ṣó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ kí Wunmi mọ bí tí fóònù wà I keep on saying it ẹni tí ọkọ ẹ̀ kú Wunmi can replace Mohbad within a twinkle of an eye but let me shock you now àwọn people yìí nínú ọmọ jojú ẹ gbàgbé Wunmi àti Liam Wunmi máa fẹ́ ọkọ mi Wunmi Liam máa ní bàbá tí Wunmi bá fẹ́ ọkọ mi ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ yìí bàbá àti ìyá Mohbad àwọn ni wọn Mohbad wà replaceable nínú ayé wọn tí bàbá yẹn bá ti ń sùn tó bá ti ń jí bàbá ìyá àtàwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ wọ́n close ẹ gbọ́ ni bàbá yìí ló sọ Mohbad den tó ń kọrin níbo lẹ́yìn wà ìgbà tí gbogbo eléyìí ṣẹlẹ̀ níbo ni Wunmi wà ìgbà tí gbogbo eléyìí ṣẹlẹ̀ ọbẹ̀ dùn tó lẹ fẹ́ jẹ lọ́dọ̀ Mohbad am I communicating ẹ wá sọ pé bàbá yẹn ó ń bọ́ta ẹ wá sọ pé bàbá yẹn ń bọ́ta ó ń jà fún property kí ni ò bá jà fún ẹ ti kan ní eyín ọ̀kan the only igi ayọ̀ ẹ̀ àrídùnnú ẹ̀ àbí kò yẹ yín gbogbo àrídùnnú ẹ̀ bàbá yìí ni Mohbad ni ò ní replacement àbí kò tí mo sọ yìí Mohbad ni ò ní replacement àwa wí tán ẹ sọ pé Naira Marley ṣe ti gbàgbé pé òfin tó mú Naira Marley ló mú Wunmi náà because the same thing tí Mohbad sọ nípa Naira Marley pé tóun bá kú kọ́ mú Naira Marley the same thing náà ló sọ fún Wunmi ó ní tóun bá kú kọ́ mú Wunmi náà àtàwọn family ẹ̀ why tẹ́ ẹ̀ attack Naira Marley nìkan tẹ́ ẹ̀ attack Mohbad tẹ́ ẹ̀ attack Wunmi am I communicating ṣebí nǹkan tó sọ fún Naira Marley náà ló sọ fún Wunmi why tó jẹ́ pé Naira Marley nìkan lè attack tẹ́ attack àwọn family Wunmi am I communicating ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ ó yé yín now tàbá wá bọ́ta tán ẹ máa sọ pé wọ́n gba bribe definitely ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń jà fún mi náà ẹ ti gba bribe nìyàn ẹ ti ṣàpapín ni am I communicating look ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ yé yín ẹ̀gbọ́n Wunmi àti Wunmi mà ti ń jà aláṣìírí máa tú gbogbo àwọn tó bá wà ń di ọ̀rọ̀ yìí wọn ní nísinmi òkú Mohbad ò ní fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ lọ́rùn àfi tẹ́ bá bọ́ta gbogbo yín kẹ́ sọ nǹkan tẹ́ mọ̀. àbí kan tí mo sọ yẹn tí Wunmi ò bá pa Mohbad directly ó pa indirectly because ọkọ ẹ̀ ni so gbogbo yín sọ sí pé ó lè claim property ṣùgbọ́n gbà tí Mohbad ń jìyà kò ń ṣọkọ ẹ̀ ń gbà yẹn o Mọ́mọ́ yẹn sọ pé aṣọ tí mo ní kó má fi sí mi lórí ṣó fẹ́ pa mí ni. Ó ní tí n bá kú.
Wunmi the transformer.
Àwọn family ẹ̀ ní nísìmí. Òun ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn nísìnyí.
One of the queens of Queen Mother, Shekpeteri.
Mohbad, wọn ní nísìmí. Gbogbo eyín ọkàn wọn, gbogbo àrídùnnú nú ọmọ wọn, wọ́n lọ síbi tí Mohbad lọ. Gbogbo àwọn tó bá dé wọn kú nínú ikú Mohbad. Wunmi wà níbi tán tẹ́ Mohbad sí for 7 hours. Ta ló jẹ́ kí Wunmi kọ́kọ́ pè? Ó pè bàbá Mohbad, ó pè màmá ẹ̀. Ó ń pa àwọn tó pa, àwọn tẹ́jọ pa. Kẹ́ lè mọ nǹkan tẹ́ tún máa ṣe. Because as a matter of fact, I see no reason tẹ́ pé ọmọ yẹn kú, ẹ pè bàbá ẹ pè ìyá ẹ̀. Títí di Tuesday, ọmọ yẹn suffer, ó suffer láàrin gbogbo yín, ó tún suffer tó fi kú ni. Bàbá wa ń sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ fẹ́ di lẹ́nu torí ẹ pé bàbá yẹn ń sòótọ́. Ẹ pé bàbá yẹn ń sòótọ́. Ẹ ṣe sọ pé parọ́ wọn mú mi. Ṣé bá àbúrò ìyàwó mọ́mì Mohbad náà jáde. Ó ní Wunmi tó bá yẹ pé gbogbo ó ní Wunmi ò ṣe tako bàbá Mohbad lánàá. Ó ní so òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ni bàbá Mohbad sọ. Woman yẹn ó ń sunkún sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Ó dáwọn làwọn mọ nǹkan tí Mohbad jẹnu ayé àwọn. Wunmi kò lè jọ mí lójú fún ẹ. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ ti update. Ó ní ìyá yín náà fi ilẹ̀ ó lọ bí ìyá Mohbad ni. Gẹ́gẹ́ yẹn sọ pé òun wá sẹ́kọ̀ọ́, òun wá jà fún ẹ. Ó ní tóun bá ti mọ̀ ni. Ó lóun ò ní jà fún ẹ. Ìyá mi, ẹ̀gbọ́n Mohbad náà lè gbàbọ̀dé. Kò sí tí ò lè gbàbọ̀dé. Èmi kàn sọ ni pé according to you people, Mohbad Wunmi ló súnmọ́ Mohbad jù. As far as I'm concerned, ìyàwó ẹ̀ ni best friend ẹ̀. Am I communicating? Any other thing tẹ́ bá wá ń sọ, ìyàwó ẹ̀ ni best friend ẹ̀. Gbogbo nǹkan báyìí dẹ̀ ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ sọ pé Mohbad ò fẹ́ lọ hospital, Mohbad ò fẹ́ ṣe kinní kan. Kí ló dé ń parọ́ mọ́ kú ọ̀run? Kí ló dé ń parọ́ mọ́ kú ọ̀run? Bàbá yẹn wá tún sọ little tó mọ̀ ń pa ọgbọ́n ẹ̀. Ẹ tún wá shut ẹ̀ up. Ẹ máa ju under the umbrella. Ẹ máa gbé fídíò ẹ̀. Ẹ máa bu. Gbogbo ẹ tó bá ṣépè fọmọ yẹn, inú ọmọ á jó wọn lórúkọ Jésù. Àyàfi tẹ́ bá lose nǹkan rí. Àyàfi tẹ́ bá ń ṣàbíamọ̀. Èmi gan tí mo bí Mohbad. Èmi gan tí mo tọ́mọ wọn. Gbogbo bí ìṣe jáde láti jọ yìí. Mo kàn tọ́ra pé ẹ jẹ́ ká jẹ́ kó lọ. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká sọmọ bíyá. Àwọn people ìyàwó are relieved. But yet you want to be throwing that man under the bus for bullying, under the bus for people to attack him, to curse him. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ṣépè fún bàbá yẹn pátá, ẹni tó bá fi bàbá yẹn ré á padà sí yín lórí tọmọtọmọ. Àdàbí ẹ pé bàbá yẹn ó ń parọ́ ni. Am I communicating? Kí ló dé ẹ bá wa bìrè lọ́wọ́ wọn? Kí ló dé tó ń protect Wunmi? Kí ló dé tó yẹ pé níbo ni tó bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ pa Wunmi? Ẹ máa mú péjì wọn wálẹ̀.
Now, let's begin translation. It has been observed that Iyabo Ojo, aka Shekpeteri, is only concerned about what Mohbad's father said. And whenever she wants to talk about it, she talks about it in a bad, terrible way. She often brings that man into a bad light. In fact, at the coroner inquest, she only talked about what Mohbad's father said, not about what Mohbad's mom said, nor about what the wicked widow Wunmi said. And she concluded that the reason why Mohbad's father is not happy with Wunmi and Wunmi's family is because of the property, the landed property that Mohbad bought, and Wunmi's family somehow found a way to kind of circumvent it. And eventually, when they were to present a document of the purchase of that land, they wrote the name of, in quote, Mohbad's son. I use the word in quote because it has not been proven via DNA that Liam belongs to Mohbad. Now, for Shekpeteri and Tontoles DK, where were they and where was Wunmi and her family when Mohbad's father struggled, went out to loan money so as to send Mohbad to school, to send him to the university? Where were they? Where were they? Now that this young man is gone, in fact, as far back as when Mohbad and Wunmi started their relationship, Mohbad's father has been troubled. He has been calling his son like, what kind of family is this? Why are you entangling yourself with this kind of people? Do not repeat the same like I did. Your mom left you guys. She's an unfaithful woman. Now you are with this one and you're already complaining of this and that. Do not repeat the same thing. Do not get into the same circle. And now, that Mohbad is no more, should Mohbad's father close his eyes, his ears, fold his legs and arms and do nothing? Okay, you expect Wunmi and her family, and of course with the joint matrimony, if I might want to call it that, of Wunmi's mom together with them to benefit from it, RIP his son, and just spend whatever it is that Mohbad has, rubbish the RIP of Mohbad. Is that what you, Tontoles DK, Shekpeteri, Iyabojo, is that what you expect? And those that are saying, why are we requesting for DNA? Why are we talking about justice for Mohbad in this way? Why don't we just focus on those people that you people want, such as Naira Marley, Sam Larry, alone and nobody else? Now, a quick recap to what happened at the beginning, what we got to hear later, because Wunmi tried to hide the exact day Mohbad RIP. The show was Friday/Saturday, and Mohbad RIP on Sunday, and the announcement of Mohbad's RIP was on Tuesday. That Tuesday was when Wunmi and her cohorts informed Mohbad's father. Even when the man came, they were telling him to return back. But when the man got there, because he felt something was not right, lo and behold, the man saw hundreds of people gathered. Imagine those that are not family members of Mohbad. It's not as if Mohbad's father is one aged man, disabled, and they say, no, do not call him. We do not want to stress him up. This is a young man, vibrant. Imagine, because the man is poor, Wunmi and her family, her parent, or is it mother? Because from what we heard, from what Karimo said, their mom threw them out, left them the same way Mohbad's mom left Mohbad and his sibling. That is why I said at the beginning of analysis, when we started this, I said there is something that I kind of saw different from what other people are analyzing on their platform. I saw a family pattern. I do not know if that, pain or struggle is what connected Mohbad and Wunmi, like, my mom, but I still saw Mohbad's dad, saying things that are so emotional about their connection. But we've not heard from Wunmi's mom any form of connection, because according to Karimot, the elder sister of Wunmi, she said it and she made it clear that their mom neglected them, left them on the street. You know how difficult it is for a girl child to survive. In fact, she talked about abuse. Karimo, the other sister, said she was abused several times. That at the age of 18, when she tried again to reconnect back to her mom, like, okay, mom, her mom neglected her again, dropped her again. It was so painful. She now had to hustle on the street. Somehow, she got herself to the US. The same woman, a police officer, corrupt woman, wicked woman, is now out there. If you've not watched that video where she said some things, she's now out there talking trash, acting like she's in support and protecting her daughter. The reason why she can protect her daughter now is because Mohbad's money is there. So she's now ready to stand and act like a mom. But back then, she never in any way stood or acted like a mother. Not to one child, to all her children. She ran away with men that were not productive, that didn't add value to her life. And I'm kind of looking at it. Let us even trace back to Wunmi's mom's mom. It could be an ancestral, it could be a family pattern. And this is what Mohbad's father should have been watchful more about. But there is a limit to what you can do if you are broke. It's not as if Wunmi's family, it's not as if they are rich too. But because her mom is a police officer, she can try to, cock the gun and try to muscle on someone just to take money off them on the street here and there. You know how these police people do. So, Mohbad's father tried to stop. He even called the man that stood as Wunmi's father, even though Wunmi cannot say, this is my father. You see, he said, I called the man, I met with him. I said, come, let us sit down together as men and discuss about these children. There is something wrong. Something is really amiss here. Their relationship is violent and there is a lot of things happening. Let's sit them down and discuss. And also, why? How is it possible that my son will buy land and you guys kept the document with yourself and you are now putting the name of this? How is this thing happening like this? This is not supposed to be. He said that the man that represents Wunmi's father blocked him, of course, upon the instruction from Wunmi's mother. Do you see how terrible this world can be? Now, let us go to the setup. The nurse said she was set up. Yeah. Now, according to what they recounted, the nurse was called. A nurse was called to attend to Mohbad, and that nurse was not around. That nurse is the one they said often attends to Mohbad whenever he's sick, if he doesn't want to go to the hospital. This nurse requested for pictures. He said, I'm not around. I'm outside that particular vicinity. Can you send me pictures? Let me know the magnitude of the injury. Eventually, this nurse could not come back. They sent a picture of a little slight injury. They hid the rest. They took just one picture of injury that Mohbad had maybe back then in those years, not the current picture. Now, this one that came that said, this is a setup, the auxiliary nurse that is in the custody of the police right now, what they sent to her also was just a slight thing. When the lady got there, she saw something else. But now she has arrived. As a nurse, will she just go back? Now, this is a lesson to auxiliary nurses. Let this be a lesson to you. Not for the money, like, God forbid. God will not forbid nothing. This is a lesson. Once you see cases that you can be roped in, take videos, do whatever you can do. And moreover, why? Do not administer. Send the person to the hospital. But, it's going to be a bit difficult for some of them because the practice amongst those, in fact, some that are even rich enough, they don't want to go to the hospital. They just want the comfort of their home to call in a nurse that is not qualified. Auxiliary nurse, come and inject me. I have malaria. Whereas some of them might be suffering from some chronic ailment that is showing itself as fever. They think every fever is malaria or typhoid. Well, this is a lesson. Now, back to Shekpeteri Yabojo that wants to nail only Naira Marley. From investigation and from what she's saying, it is now clear that Yabojo was looking for ways of destroying Naira Marley so as to give job to her man friend, Polo, the elder brother of the P Square. P Square, they are no longer into the business anymore. Ever since they broke apart, everything broke apart for them. And moreover, they are not young anymore. When are they going to start competing with younger 20s who are there like Mohbad? Regardless of what they want to sing, they can no longer attract the younger generation anymore. So both of them are gone. Polo now needs to now get younger artists to promote them, to take them like how he took Mohbad to the UK. So if they can destroy the Malian empire and destroy some other empire, jobs will be brought to Polo and Shekpeteri will benefit from it. So at the end of the day, if we are to look at these things critically, who lost is Mohbad's father, because he's the only one seeking for justice for his son. He's the only one paying. Mohbad's mom, she's a fair weather mother. That's what I see her. Just now that she's kind of looking for ways to retrace her step, but no, we are not going to buy into this one. No, not at all. No mother, no real mother behaves this way. Wunmi has lost nothing. Not at all. She has lost nothing. She'll definitely move on. But a man that took pain, struggle here and there to raise a child to this point, now the child is now beginning to attain height. If Mohbad's father had not done all that he did, do you know, for those that are saying nonsense, do you know that Mohbad's father had to send a woman away the woman that came after Mohbad's mom left, a woman came into his life. The man had to let go of that woman because of Mohbad. Why? There was an argument. Both of them came back from work. There was no food in the house. Mohbad saw food, ate a little from it. The woman came back, started screaming and shouting. Let's ask ourselves, if that woman had been Mohbad's mom, would she have acted that way? Who knows? Because the kind of woman that Mohbad's mom is terrible. So this woman screamed and said a lot of things. All right, they kept quiet about that. Mohbad needed help, money to be loaned. And they were only loaning that to women. That loan is only for women. The man came to his wife like, you know what? Can you help? And the woman said, no, I will not do this. God forbid. They had to get someone else, another woman somewhere, to help loan that money so that Mohbad's father will be paying slowly. It got to a point. The man looked at the woman like, so you are competing with my son? No, I love Mohbad so much. If you know you cannot stay with us as a family, move on. A man that could give a woman up, like, get out, go. If you can't stay with us as a family, you are now saying that man does not deserve everything he deserves. He's only one looking for justice, seeking for justice. See that Mohbad's mom? She's a terrible woman. That a woman gives birth to a child does not make her a human being that has empathy. Just imagine Mohbad's mother. Join forces. Of course she will, because her characteristics is the same as Wunmi's mother. Her behavior is the same as Wunmi. Her behavior is the same as Shekpeteri. So, like minds, what did they say? They, of course, they flow together, they do things together. Drop your comment about this one. See you in the next update.